Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks, coming to you today from the Portuguese town of Marvão, which is very close to the border with Spain. And the idea is to walk around this town, and I'm even contemplating going up there to the top to start the video today. So let's see if we can get up there. Now the first thing I'm going to do is show some of the magnificent views that we have from up here. Obviously this town back in the day was a fortress overlooking the plains down there to protect the people from the Spanish invasion or whoever was invading at the time, and this magnificent structure still existing today. And as I said, I'm going to try and get up there, but I don't know if it will be achievable or not given my physical condition currently, but let's give it a crack. So one of the characteristics of this town, as we can see, it's very hilly. It goes up and it comes down, and this is a popular tourist destination with people crossing the border. Of course, we can see some tourists over there already that have come to check the village out. So let's see if we can get up there or not. Not sure where we start, so I'll see if there's a starting point to get up to the top there. Let's have a look. Maybe just around here. Yes, there we go. So there is a starting point. Now, is this feasible? What do we think? I don't know. Nothing there. Let's have a look. Let's start. So firstly, we've got piso irregular, so you have to watch your step. So let's go. And I will say the views from up here are going to be absolutely fantastic, and you can walk all the way along there as well, so take in the views. Spectacular. Let's go. Now I'm going to go up here slowly. I don't want to get too out of breath. It's early in the morning, so that's a pro. Only around 8:30, so it's not that hot yet. Luckily, I can hold on to the side here just in case it gets too daunting, the trip up to the top. Let's see. I've got some steps in front of me, that's for sure. And I'll stop every now and again to catch my breath.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so.
And take in the views. Wow. Because the higher you get up, the better the views of the town are too. Wow. Let's continue. And what they mean when they say watch your step is because some of the path here is broken. So you've got to be careful. Let's continue. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to suffer from vertigo going up here, that's for sure. Stop, let's have a look at the view. Again. Breathtaking, and of the village. Wow. Let's continue. All right, almost at the top.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so.
And again, let's check out the views. No need for words. All right, so at the top. Now the idea is to continue around here if I can, and work my way around the whole town if possible. Let's go. So here we have the magnificent walls. Not sure when they would have gone up, but I'd say the 11th or 12th century most likely. We can check that on Wikipedia later, but I reckon it would go back to then. There's many things in this part of Portugal and Spain, but I could be wrong. And if I am, I'll put it on the screen. But again, we can continue to go up, or we can go over there. Let's go up. We'll get even higher. We'll get to the highest point if we can. And this is one hell of an aerobic workout, I'll tell you. Now we'll head down here to the turret I think it's called watching my step every inch of the way. I'll tell you what, if it was a windy day, I'd be blown off. But fortunately it's not. Now let's go here. And this is the view that the guards would have had back in the day. As I said, protecting this town from the invading forces. And nowadays the only invading forces are tourists that park their cars there. People like myself. Amazing views. And you can see literally maybe 10, 20, 30 kilometers off in that direction what would be coming towards you. And I'm sure on the other side as well the views are as spectacular. Let's continue. This one here, obviously protecting themselves, probably would have had some type of weapon poking out of those holes. Wow, let's keep on going. Now it looks as though I have to go back down, so I can't get across here. So that would have been one watch point, and the other ones on the other side, not sure how I would get to them, but I'm going to try. Somebody told me yesterday that you might have to pay €50 to walk the whole wall, and I'm not sure if it's even open yet. So we might not be in luck, but if we're not, it doesn't matter because the views from up here are amazing. All right, let's continue. We'll go down here if I can. Watch my step. This is very dangerous. So, let's see if it's open. Let's see what the story is. And if we can go up here. Yeah, I think we can. But again, it looks like a dead end. So we'll go over here and see. Yeah, so this is what we're dealing with here. €1.50. And I think it's open. So maybe I'll pay to go in. Let's go and check it out. No, it's closed. So we're going to go around and see what's going on. It's not open yet. So let's see if we can get up here and see what's happening. Cisterna. So obviously there would have been something down there. We won't go down there. All right, we'll continue as far as we can without paying, unless somebody pulls me up and asks me for a ticket. We'll see if we can have a look at this place here and everything that it has to offer. All right. Nice garden area here. We'll go up to the top there and check the view out as well. Yeah, again, the views on the other side, fantastic. Let's go down here to the end and check out what's going on. Okay. Gate, which is locked. And there's part of the main fortress as well. So let's go back. I don't want to abuse the fact that I haven't paid. I don't want to spend too much time here taking the P155. But we saw some fantastic views from another part of this structure. So that'll do us. We'll go and check out the rest of the town. So let's head back down. But I'm impressed by this castle, this structure here in the town of Marvao, which, as I said, goes back centuries and centuries and still standing today. Amazing. And of course the entrance fee, I imagine, not only for the upkeep but also to be able to use the toilets over here on my right. So let's go. You could probably get up to the top there. So we'll have a look at the views from this side. Wow. for lack of a better adjective, breathtaking. Obviously this is where they light it up at night. Let's have a look through here, see what's going on. Another part of the structure. Bells are ringing, so it's just gone 9 a.m. So let's head off and have a look at the rest of the town. But I'm impressed by the castle, I'm not going to lie. And I'm impressed by the town in general, Marvao. Let's go. Alright. Not sure what time they open, but I imagine it's fairly soon. There's no information. So let's head off. Okay, look at this. A cannon. Wow. Not sure what they would have been pointing at. Whether it would have been on the other side over here. I imagine that would be the case. Pointing down there. Waiting for the enemy to come. And then blowing them away. Anyway. My imagination getting the best of me, I imagine. Alright, let's head down. Let's have a look at the views. We'll head over there to where the church is, where we just heard those bells going off, and we'll walk around the whole town here. Shouldn't take us too long. Let's go. I imagine the throngs of tourists will start arriving. The wind's starting to pick up. One thing about this part of Portugal is it's a very hot part of the country in the summer months, a dry heat. I think today it's going to get up to around 36 degrees, so quite warm. But as I said, the dry heat a lot better than the coastal heat. Alright, what have we got here? This is the museum. And part of the deal was that you could get for $3.50 a look at the castle and also a look inside this museum. €2 extra gets you inside the museum. I think that was the deal. Let's have a look at some information here. In English, the Marvão Municipal Museum, Church of Santa Maria, 14th century, Gothic chapel, became the seat of the parish in 1321 under the order of the Hospitallers and later the Priory of the Order of Malta. In the 16th century it underwent expansion and remodelling. In the 18th century chapel there is a Baroque carved altar tiled with figurative panels and 7th century wrought iron tracery. There we go. And the museum's been here since 1987. To get an idea of where we are geographically in Portugal, we can see here Marvão. We've got the river going through here, and Spain, I imagine, is here somewhere, but don't quote me on that. Let's continue. What else are we going to find in this town? So we can see we've got the castle, the museum, we've got the town hall, and Casa Dom Dinis, whatever that is. Obviously, maybe a king back in the day, or a famous Portuguese figure, Dom Dinis. Let's see. Now, one thing I will say in this town is because there's not much variety when it comes to restaurants or coffee shops, the prices are quite expensive. For example, this place here, we had dinner last night, and you pay around €2 or €3 more for things that down there in that town would cost. So that's the price that you pay for staying in a town like this. But still, not all that expensive compared to some other prices around the world. So this is the local town hall building. We'll go down here. This is Dom Dinis, which seems to be some type of tourist accommodation named after that person. And these are the streets of Marvão. Opening businesses. That's the tax office. The workers are going there now. These people have been waiting for it to open at 9 a.m. And we've got another lookout where you could sit and maybe have something to eat, a picnic or the like. Take in these views. Again, quite amazing. You can see down there, I'm not sure if it's clear, there's a swimming pool, and I'm sure that that's where people would go down to cool off on these hot summer days. The local swimming pool. We'll go for a walk around here. Not sure where it'll lead us, but we're open to adventure, right? Let's keep on going. Following the walls of the town. Children's playground here for the couple of kids that I imagine live in this town, all for visitors. So I don't know how many people would live here as permanent residents, but I don't think many. Mainly people that work in the businesses or people that have inherited a house and have put in some type of accommodation, because I think that's what's going on here mainly. Local population wouldn't be very large, and the majority elderly, I would say. Another historical building, another church by the look of it, with the cross on top. Let's get some information. So the Church of Santiago, seat of one of the old parishes. It belonged to the order of the Hospitallers and then became part of the Priory of Malta. Some early Gothic features can be seen in its architecture, but the whole structure was rebuilt in the 17th and 18th centuries. Of note in its interior are a Baroque chapel in Estremoz marble and 17th century tiles. So there we go, rebuilt was this church, because obviously left to rack and ruin. Alright, let's continue down here. See what else we've got. Now, I will say that this place is definitely worth a visit if you're in this part of Portugal. Not far from the city of Cáceres in Spain. So if you're visiting Extremadura, cross the border, come to Marvão, take a walk around these magnificent old streets, check out the castle, maybe stay a night or two, visit the local area. You won't be disappointed. Now, we've got two choices. We can go down there or down there. So let's see what we've got to make my choice. I think I'll go down here and then walk around if I can. So we can see that the walls in front of us tell us that that's the town limit, and then we'll walk around that again back to the entrance to the town, because there's only one way in and one way out here. Again, taking in some of the views that we've got from here. Amazing. Now, this is a car park. That's one of the issues here, trying to find a place to park if you come by car. And let's be honest, the only way to come here is by car, because to get up here, you'd have trouble walking, I reckon. Now, let's go down here and see what's going on. Yeah, so this is where the cars come up to find their place to park. You could also probably walk along the top there. So let's see how you would get up. There might be some stairs over there. In fact, there are. So I'm going to do that. Back in a jiff. All right, back on the top of this wall. And I think we'll walk around it and take in the views not only of the town, but also of rural Portugal. And I imagine the soldiers back in the day would have been patrolling along this path here, keeping a watchful eye out there to make sure that, as I said, there were no invading forces coming over the plains or the hills. More cars coming in. Delivery vehicles supplying the local businesses for the hordes of visitors that will be coming in today and tomorrow and the next day, because I imagine that it's endless. More of the structure here, magnificent. And here we've got one of the hotels in the town. And you can get an idea of the windy, narrow streets that take people to their homes or businesses. We'll continue along here, and when I get to the entrance to the town, I'll wrap the video up. And you can see up there where I started the video how far we've come. Not that difficult. This is one of the main squares here. We've got the hotel there, cultural centre over there as well. And this area here where people park their vehicles, myself included. And the walk's coming to an end. That's where I started. So let's go back down. Again, cautiously. And this is the entrance to the town. Some more cannons there. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this video from the town of Marvão in Portugal here up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. I hope you have enjoyed the walk around. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego, from Portugal.